The specific section of schema-based constraints. Previously, in the playlist link below the like button, we've gone over our categories. So we have inherit model-based constraints, we have our schema-based constraints, and application-based constraints. We're going to start off with our schema-based constraints. There's a lot to do here, so we're going to break this up into multiple videos. This first one is going to focus on domain constraints, and then we're going to have key constraints. There's a lot to key constraints. We have all of this here, and then we have more key information down here, which we're going to be going over. And then after this, we have some more information, which will probably be in the same video, where we have constraints on nulls, entity integrity constraints, and referential integrity constraints. Then we have examples, and then we're going to move on to our application-based constraints. But for this video, we're going to look at the single-based constraints, domain constraints. So constraints are conditions that must hold onto all valid states. The domain constraints. Within each tuple, so that's like a row, the value of each attribute A must be an atomic value from the domain dom A. The data type of our domain must be like an integer, Boolean type, or etc. So that's really all that we're covering here for schema-based constraints. Next, we are going to look at key constraints. So this was just an introduction to our schema-based constraints and a little talk about the domain constraints.